Hi everyone, I am back. I'm going to first show you the mess. And I'll show you that in a minute, but here's the journal base over here. This is a bucket of stuff and there's papers there, right? Papers we've got to go through for the signatures. There's the book on the floor. Over here, and this I've just been pulling stuff out. Different lace. I think I'm going to do the outside spine with that. Different trims in here. Just, whoops. Let's get that picked up. My bare feet. Thank you very much. Anyway, and I switched out, let me see if I can find it. I switched out, there it is, the tissue paper for this one. This one will go much better in the journal. And as you can see, I have green trim, and I have this same thing in pink, and all the things. And I've pulled out 2 distress oxides, spun sugar and, what is that, shabby shutters, because I think those will be, I can switch this out for the Victorian velvet. That might be a little too bright, but it's a very rainy day here, and it's very dark. I know that light is causing a lot of glare. I still have to figure out how to use that fancy camera I bought. Oops, sorry. Let me get this. All right, let me go turn off that overhead light. And of course, Bella is here, and I'm going to trip over her again. Oh. Oof. Okay. It's very dark in here. So I might have to, it's very dark in here. I might have to turn that light back on because it's dark. Okay, so I was able to, I used my heat gun to kind of melt the wax on the binding of the book to try to get pages out. But then I wound up having to cut them down anyway because the pages, they're just too big. So I had to trim them down and overlap them and stuff. So, these 2 are going into the first signature. This is the, yeah. Self-explanatory. This will have to be covered with something. I'll figure that out. And then this I'll probably just leave blank because it's such a nice writing space, right? I just might leave all that blank. And then these are the pictures that are going into the first signature. So there's that. Now, for the second signature, we have this, and this was that big envelope that we made, and I might actually do another video on just making these envelopes if you have big envelopes like this. And so this is going to go in the middle of the second signature, and this is just from the book for the second signature. And when I sew it down, when I sew it in, I'll either put it down to the bottom of the page. Let me get that out of the way. Try to have it like towards the bottom of the page, right? And you have your pockets and your side pocket. So this is the second signature, going in the second signature, and this is going in the third signature. And as you can see here, I reinforced a little bit with some, this is homemade washi tape. It's the easiest thing to do. You get tissue paper. You could also use regular scrap paper or regular weight copy paper. I do not suggest you use cardstock for this. And you just take your roll of double-sided adhesive like this and just lay it down and make your own washi tape. It's the easiest thing. Okay, and then this is going in the third signature because these are the later, like this is towards the end of the story. So I think these colors, spun sugar might be a bit bright. Shabby shutters will be fine. But I also have brightness in some of the pages. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to put that over here with the book because let me try to, all right, I'm just going to grab this pile here. Oh. Okay, so these are also going to be going into the book. I'm going to cut them down. Actually, something like this might be a good thing to put on, hold on the inside here, right? Cut it down and just glue it in. Yep, that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Let me just put these aside. So we have these two lightweight papers that I might make envelopes out of, or I don't know, just use them for something. I'm not quite sure what. Now these papers, let's see what the backs of them look like. Brown, that'll go. The blue. Yeah, these are all from the same paper pad. So these need to be cut down to 8.5 by 11 so that they can also go into each of the signatures. And then we can build up on them with something. Maybe? Now I'm second guessing myself on those. I don't know. Okay, so what do we have here? We have just some linen paper, which matches that pretty well, practically dead on. And we have some of this. You know what? I think I'm just going to do the linen paper. I don't think I'm going to do colored paper in this. I don't think so. I don't think so. Interesting. Interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. All right, well, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a whole stack of it over there. Okay, I am going to go grab more of this paper, figure out what other paper I want to do in this, and I'll be back. I did cut out a few quotes here from the book. Thank you very much to my friend Kathy, who gave me that idea. She said that, excuse me, she always wanted to make her own Anne of Green Gables journal. I lost something. And fill it with quotes from the book that she loved so much. And I was like, well, geez, I can do that. I can cut them out. Oh, there it is. So I have 3 of them. There, I'll go more. And I also cut this out. What I want to do is I think I want to cut out in here. I tried with my smallest punch, but I just couldn't get there. So I'll have to run it through my little, I have circle dies, nesting circle dies. And then maybe put like maybe a little picture of my niece and her husband. It's the forward, right? Before she's born. So of her mom and dad. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking. And then around it, I could put pictures of her brothers. And remember, I have my little sprocket, my little 2x3 inch sticker pictures, and I could use that in this journal. Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay. All right. Let me figure out the paper and I'll be back. Okay. This is a few days from what you just saw, a few days later. I have the beginnings of 3 signatures here, and I will show you those in a minute. I have pulled out the pear color paper once again because I think it needs a little something more. I also have this. I have to measure these. It's Growing Grace. I probably got it at Dollar Tree or something. I don't even know. But I'm not sure the colors are right with that one. I have this here, which is old music page sheets, which we can open up and put in the colors right. And I'm looking for something. I guess this will do. Take out these staples. This would have to be cut down as well. But well, let's measure it just for laughs. It's probably about 14 inches. So that would need to come down a few inches. This would need to come down a couple inches, which is fine. It's just for background, but I don't know if I don't know. We'll have to ponder it to see. Oh, and I forgot to take out my small circle die so I can cut into that forward. Okay, wait a second. Oh, flew off somewhere. I will find it, probably with my fingers, and I will get an owie. So I'm just going to put those aside. These are the papers that we did, I guess, last week at this time. Again, the pink might be too bright, right? I think it might be too bright. But maybe something like this that doesn't have a lot on it. I don't know. So I have these here as well for maybes. All right, I'm just going to place this all just over here to my left right now as everything is beginning to encroach on me. Also, what I did with these is I backed this one. I glued it down to just a piece of copy paper because I wanted to reinforce it, and I gusseted it. So this will become a gusseted pocket on something. So this is, I believe these are the, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I usually put 10 to 12 sheets in a signature, but I'm not sure I want to do that this time or not. As you can see, there are the 3 signatures, which gives us room, because once we start building up on them, you know, things become very gator mouth, and I don't know. So this is so far the first signature. Anna Green Gables. You open it up, very pretty, Anna Green Gables. So because this is like this is the one I was thinking about putting this gusseted pocket on. Oh, I'm going to have to cut it down some. This is too big. I didn't take into account that. You see, yeah, that would have to be trimmed down some, but that's fine. All right, so I have that. Right, here's a piece of the linen paper. Here is, and I went in, or I put the pictures in order. So like you're not looking at pictures from the end of the story at the beginning of this book. So there's when they were going, I forget what you called that, there. And so here's another. So I alternated pages, right? Plain paper, fancy paper, plain paper, fancy paper. And then this is heavy cardstock, and this is the signature center. It goes. So really there's 1, 2, 3. I don't think I'm going to put any more. These can be built up with pictures and stuff, and pockets. So that's the first signature. I'm thinking this is the second signature. So this is plain. Oh, and so because that is, So the last page of this signature is that quote from Browning. So this is part of the book. And then, oh, I need to do something there. And then that's also a writing page. So then we have plain paper. And here we have a part of the story. I didn't put a part of the story in this one. That doesn't sound right. Okay, let's go through this a little bit and see what we got. Oh, well, that's because that's what this is. Okay, so now we have part of the story. And then there's this page. And there's that. And then this is the middle signature. And look, so this is the heavy cardstock. But look how lovely this looks against that, right? Looks I love it. So, yeah. And that. What do we have here? So this is page 31. Okay. I was wondering if I used... Let's go back to this one. I just want to see with the pictures what page 87, page 58. I'm just wondering if I have those pages of the story in here. Page 14, page 48. I don't know if I do or not. I don't think I was that clever. Don't think I was that clever. And then this is the third signature. So there's that. Page 169 is picture. Page 173. Page 191. And then there's this one for the Signature Center. And because the Signature Center, pictures can be put on that. And then page 240, 194, 193, 194, and here's the picture. So I got one of them right. And then that. And that is the third signature. So I had a picture and a page of the story here. I don't have a picture here, but I had a page of the story. I have this in here. So, yeah. And then I have pictures and kind of pages of the story, the front cover and stuff. So, in that one. Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to put anything else in it. I'm going to just toss these over here, plop them down, plop these down. I'm going to have to clean them up, pick them up, and put them away before I actually start getting into the nuts and bolts of this journal here. So, all right. We have 3 signatures. Where's my spine template? 3 signatures. There we go. It's a beautiful thing when a plan comes together, right? 2 points. Who can tell me what that's from? Or actually, the quote is, I love it when a plan comes together. I think that's the actual quote. Love it when a plan comes together. What it's from and bonus points for who said it. Okay. Let's double check that. Yeah, everything's the right way. Everything's the way it should be. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. Look at us go. Look at us go. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I don't even know what time it is. Alexa, time?
It's 1:11 p.m.
Oh, look at that. It's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All righty. Let's check this. Oh, I need to glue it there. Okay. glue it here again. Guess I do not want glue on my fingers. We'll use the paper towel to help keep that down. How's this one doing? This one could use a little bit. This one over here is also, oh, I just made a mess. Oh well. Because of the way this envelope is, this is a little bit thinner over here. See, this has the envelope piece complete, but here, because of whatever this was, the envelope is only right there. Should probably put something there to help with that or something. I don't know. All right, I was also thinking I have the glassine envelopes. I could put those on a couple pages. But, oh, heaven. So there we go. Now we can cover the spine with something. The spine is nice and solid. These are not so much. I have this here. I was thinking about putting that there. I was thinking about putting that there. But then don't forget, we also have this that I want to cut out and put pictures of Mom and Dad. I could do that there, or I could do it here, which makes more sense. We put this here. Top to bottom is fine, but this needs to be cut off about, what do we have? What do we have? I would do 1.5 inches. Where's 1.5 inches going to get me on here? Ooh, no. Can't do 1.5 inches. We can take it right to the edge here. I could gusset that up a little bit more over here. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this first as much as I'm willing to lose on it. So I'm thinking I am willing to lose that much. I'm lining the edge of the picture up with the inside here. So that's as much as I'm willing to lose, which is not even an inch. So knowing that, we're going to have to change that bottom gusset. Or are we? Nope, we don't. We're good. It's very close, but we're good. Now, first I'm going to trim this back again, get my angles in, right? Get the angle in. And I'm going to use Shabby Shutters. No, that's Bundled Sage. No, that's Twisted Citron. Is this Shabby Shutters? No, that's Mowed Lawn. Where's Shabby Shutters? What happened to is this Shabby Shutters? That's Shabby Shutters. Looks kind of yellow. Okay, here we go. Shabby Shutters. Just to kind of break up the cream to the cream to the cream. It's a lot of cream colored stuff here. So we're going to break that up like so. And once this is in the book, we can even decorate it a little bit. I do want to, dagnabbit, notch it right there. Okay. And we are well on our way. Please don't tell me that's crooked. No, but the notch is wonkadoodle. Dagnabbit, the notch is wonkadoodle. All right, here we go. There. I cut into it anyway. That's perfectly fine. Now, as I said, I just put copy paper on the back of this, but I used 24-pound copy paper, and I also have 32-pound copy paper, and I have a feeling I wasn't paying attention. I used 32-pound copy paper on this. No worries, of course, no worries, but, you know. All right, I'm using liquid glue. If it comes out of the darn bottle, I shouldn't have covered the bottle. Oh, honestly. I'm using liquid glue as opposed to double-sided adhesive. I could use both, I suppose. I can't even get this in there now. There it goes. Oh, heavens. What would be a video without me fighting with the darn glue bottles again? There it goes. Anyway, yes. I could throw down some double-sided adhesive and put liquid glue on top of it for extra stability. Now, I'm hoping I did not make this gusseted pocket too heavy for that piece, for that page to carry that weight. Right? Right. Okay, here we go. We're going to place this back here. Back. Shimmy it. Can we shimmy? No. Okay. So, there we go. First pocket in already. Look at that. Look at that. First pocket in already. So we have that. Now we have this. There's a picture. It's gonna. I can't put this in the book yet. I need to go through Facebook and my phone and all the pictures that my sister sent me and everything to find the pictures and print them out. Okay, so let's just put that there for now. And like this can carry some weight. Obviously, this, however, can carry a whole mess of weight because it's heavy cardstock. So I have my, hold on. As I go back here, remember my photo sleeves. Now I can put a couple of these in and print out some pictures, and then they can do with them what they will. Right. Let me get some more photo sleeve. So to do this, we need to use washi tape to hinge these. Move them over a little bit, give us some room. Washi tape, or I have colored masking tape. Let's see if we can use this. And of course, use glue stick. Ugh. Now this piece of tape is longer than, let's see if I can do this. Of course I can do it. I've done it in the past. It's just a matter of, all right, I'm moving this. This one's going to be on the bottom. So we are going to put it down here. Okay, that's fine. There. on top of that thread. That's fine too. Get that off my finger. And now we're going to put this one down here. And we're going to need another piece of this. Like there. Okay. And run it across the glue stick. Now this tape, if I remember correctly, is from Mr. Penn, the company Mr. Penn. I have to make sure I don't go over the edge of the pocket itself. Yeah, it's from the company Mr. Penn. Now I need, and this I'm just going to do a little bit. Well, maybe this bit is too little for the, oh, there goes the dog again. Oh. Do it here. There. Now I could have put a whole piece down and snipped into it, which is what I've done in the past. Ay, ay, ay. So I might wind up editing, well, not this part, but the sewing in of the signatures, might wind up editing that out. Now, see, that still has the ability to flip. I should have gone further up. The ability to flip. Now we need to do this side. Now, this masking tape is a lot stickier than washi tape is. And I'm sure I am just being a bit overly cautious by using the glue stick on it as well. I wonder if there's another way I can do this. Let me get that out of the way before I damage it. The edges here, there's really hardly any edge to it. I was thinking maybe sewing it or something, but that's not going to work. Okay. Well, that looks sloppy. Let's... All right, and now for over here, because as we know, all new parents, well, they're not new parents. Like I said, their sons are, gosh, I don't know, 17, 16, and 14. And then the oldest is 20 or 21. But, so they've been parents for a while, but they haven't had a baby in the house for a very long time. Yes, I'm doing this right. For a moment, I had a little brain freeze there. And Then this one comes here. Now, what I can also do, what I was thinking is I can do some cross stitch. I can like cross stitch her name and make it kind of into a book plate and put that on the inside front cover instead of this. I would cross stitch her name, but that's gonna, I could do that. I could do that. And put that in there. But that's also gonna take me a good bit to do that because I have to go to my cross stitch alphabet and figure it out with the sizing and everything. And yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. Now, why I'm putting these photo sleeves on this side of the paper is because it's beautiful paper. I don't necessarily want to cover it up and hide it, but what can I possibly do with it to not lose it? And the answer is, like, either put a glassine envelope on it. Let's see if I can get this in here or not. And I probably will. Like with the Stampin' Up. I don't know if those are going to stay or not. With the Stampin' Up paper, which is lighter, not as heavy. These are heavy, so these can carry the weight of photographs, right? If you do double. You could also make these yourself out of packaging, you know, the packaging that stuff comes in. Thin, lightweight, acetate kind of stuff. All right, so there we have that on this in the center signature of this one. Now this here, I don't know if I'm going to do anything to these here. It just looks so pretty, doesn't it? It looks so pretty. It's so pretty. Maybe we could do something with these out here, although that's a really good writing spot. I mean, I can cover it with this. That's a really good writing spot too. You can write on that. I could cover it with this, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I think I might want to leave that. We have to figure out what to do with that. But like this, we can put, like here we can put a glassine envelope. Here we can do like cut this out and use that as the frame. We could. What do we have back here? Now, and it would be good to put it in the second signature because, in the middle signature, because middle signature doesn't have pictures. The pictures are in the first and the third signature. So, let's go here. Let's see. Line up the edge of the paper with this side here of the, right? And then do the same here. And the same here. I'm going to have to pull this one all the way down to make sure I get that straight. Okay. There. That looks quite nice. Now I could actually take, I don't have photo corners, but I do have black cardstock that I can cut into little triangles and glue it on to make it look like photo corners. Hold on. Here we go. So if we do that, okay. We can actually probably do this. Hold on. Trying to make it easier on myself. I don't know if this is going to make it easier on myself or harder on myself, truth be told. But if I... Oh, that's crooked. All right, let's do it from this side. I could do it from this side. Let's do... I'll make sure. Bella. I don't know, how wide is that? 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. I need 2 squares that are 3/4 of an inch. I think. And then, hopefully, not with those scissors, hopefully, there we go. Okay, let's see what we got. I think those are them. I just want to make sure. Do I need them bigger? Oh gosh, I have no nails. I can't pick them up. Oh. All right. I don't know. It's awfully dark in here to me. I realize I forgot to turn one of the lights on. And it's cloudy outside, so it's just plain dark, period. Let's make sure this is straight, although it's not glued down yet. Okay, and then we do... Then we'll glue that down on top. Okay, I think it'll work. I think these aren't quite like triangles. They're not even triangles, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, how are we going to glue this down? How wide is it? 7 inches by 4.5-ish. 7 by 4.5-ish. All right, I was going to use double-sided adhesive, but what I think I will do instead is just use glue. I'm looking for the glue book. Oh. One thing my new house is going to have is a larger studio. I know that much. I know that much for sure. This house I bought because of the needs of my brother. It had to be, you know, certain requirements. Not the house itself, but like where it was located and, you know, that he could have 1-floor living. So his bedroom is right next to the bathroom on the main floor, which used to be my bedroom. But anyway, oh, excuse me. think what I will also do, just for, now see how easy that came out when I haven't had it covered? Look at that. That's the thing, I guess, is when I'm working up here, just keep it uncovered, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let's see if we can get this more or less straight. I can't cut a straight line to save my life. I also can't place something in a book straight to save my life. Just so's you know, in case you didn't already, right? Okay, there. Okay, now let's try our little corners. Oops, that's crooked. Get over. This paper is textured, and I'm wondering where I got it from, because it's not like just plain cardstock, right? I got this scrap out of my my small scraps over there that I use for card making. But that doesn't mean I know where I got it from, because I don't. There. Looks pretty. I like it. I like it. Okay, this side, I guess. Oh, I see where we have a little bit of seepage there, and there. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. We have a couple of these quotes here. Now you see why I can't be perfectly happy. Nobody could who had red hair. I cannot imagine that red hair away. I do my best. I think to myself, now my hair is a glorious black, black as the raven's wing. But all the time I know it is just plain red, and it breaks my heart. It will be my lifelong sorrow. I never make the same mistake twice. There must be a limit to the mistakes one person can make. And when I get to the end of them, then I'll be through with them. That's a very comforting thought. Maybe put that there. There's such a lot of different ands in me. I sometimes think that is why I'm such a troublesome person. If I was just the one Anne, it would be ever so much more comfortable, but then it wouldn't be half so interesting. Ain't that the truth? I know there's more than one Karynjean inside me. What you think, Frotens? What you think? Let me straighten that out. Okay. And shabby shutters or spun sugar? Spun sugar. Spun sugar's awfully bright. Nope, that's worn lipstick. This is spun sugar. Maybe not so much bright. I'm using the pink because I'm going to glue it down onto the green, so that's why I'm not using the green. Oh, hold on, that's crooked. Yeah, it's crooked. Still crooked. There. Okay, let's try again, shall we? Okay. All right. think I'm going to put this in and then I'm going to call it, because this portion of the video is over an hour, so I have editing I need to do. I forgot to use the liquid glue on the edges. But anyway, so yeah, this is Karynjean from Ex Libris Crafts. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope you're enjoying this journal, our Anne of Green Gables baby girl journal for my grandniece, Tessa Lynn. And we will be back next time. Let your imagination take flight. Thanks for stopping by.